believe I was innocent or guilty? Okay, the time is 8:14, Thursday, October the 15th. My name is Marcelo Jackson, conducting the interview. My first question is, for Cadillac, what motivates you to do what you're doing?
As far as what, like music or art, what is it?
Project Reach the World.
Project Reach the World. Okay, I started Project Reach the World because ultimately, when my husband went to prison, I did not know what to do, where to go. I didn't know anything or anybody that could help. Only thing it was like lawyers like asking for a whole bunch of money. And unfortunately, I was never able to get those funds up. So I used my talents to try to either make money, and if I could not make money, I just used them to try to gain attention to my husband's case.
Okay, what gives you strength to pursue this goal?
Actually, my husband is who gives me the strength to pursue it, because without him and without this situation, I was always an artist, but it was just a hobby. It was nothing that I really pursued like career wise. I didn't have a lot of goals. But once you're in a situation and it's like you have to do something, you have to find a way, I just relied on what brought attention to me, which was my artwork. My love and passion for him is what fuels it, what keeps it going, because the ultimate goal is to get him home. And if I have to use art and music, I'm going to keep on using my art and my music.
Okay, and why have you been by my side for so long?
You mean my husband?
Yeah,
Because you are one of a kind. Am I supposed to answer like I'm doing an interview or like we talking?
I'm doing the interview. I need you to answer the question, please.
Okay. Um, because you're one of a kind. My husband is a one of a kind gentleman. I have never met anybody like him. He's attentive. He pays attention to everything that I say. He notices a lot of things that I wouldn't think that he would notice. He does notice, and he's very compassionate. He loves me. He always says he loves me more than than he loves himself. But I don't know if you can get that far, because I love him just as much. But he likes to say he loves me more.
Okay. Did you believe I was innocent or guilty?
I always believed that you were innocent. When it first happened, I didn't know the law. I didn't know anything about the law. And I just couldn't get past the fact that there's no way that you can go to jail if you haven't done nothing. Like, I was very naive. I didn't know how things worked. I didn't know it was favor for favor. I didn't know none of that. So it was a few doubts, but when I went to trial with you, like I went to trials, I went to all the lawyer meetings, and I saw for myself with my own eyes the things that were happening, and I was under the pretense that we were innocent until proven guilty, and I'm sitting in court waiting on that to happen, and I completely did not see that. That's when I realized, oh wow, it's you know, and nothing adds up. Nothing adds up.
Do you ever think about giving up?
Um, it is not a thought that I want to have. I have to try to train my mind to oppose it. But in a case like this, sometimes you feel like giving up because you feel like it's not too much that you can do. But I can never completely give up. It's always some type of small spark that stays alive in me that keeps me fighting, because I cannot give up. If I give up, there is a human life behind me giving up. If I don't fight, who else is going to fight? And you don't need but a small piece of hope. And if there that small piece of hope is there, I'm going to hold on to it. I can't give up. I cannot. So that's why I remain, by his side in by your side in this situation.
Okay. How many different things have you accomplished while trying to reach people through Project Reach the World?
Oh boy, I actually been a lot. I started out just it sparked because I met a famous singer named Life Jennings, and I had a dream before meeting him. that I would make music with him and he would realize how awesome I was at making music. And then I would ultimately get famous, get the money, everything to get the lawyers needed. But the dream didn't play out like that. I did meet him, I gave him my artwork, recited a poem, but we never made those songs together. And I thought maybe the dream is just not complete because sometimes dreams aren't exact. Sometimes it's a different person. Maybe I dreamed about Life Jennings, but it could have been another person. So I went seeking, like giving my artwork to any and everybody that came around Orlando, or even going to different towns out in Florida, like all over, just promoting and promoting, looking for that one person that cared. Because there is somebody out there that cares. Somebody cares somewhere. I just ain't found them yet.
Okay. Is your faith in God or in mankind?
No, I can't have faith in man because man is now I'm not gonna lie, like sometimes my faith I want to be honest. I know everybody say no, I never give up on God, nothing like that. It's not that, but you start to question. It starts to feel like, well, maybe that is not what He has for me in life. It's not a question of whether it can happen. It's maybe it is not meant for me. But I know that those are just weapons that are really just formed to destroy me because I lose the battle in my mind. I get attacked in my mind first. And if I can keep those thoughts, like keep myself busy doing Project Reach the World and doing other stuff, those thoughts can't even enter my mind because they're filled with other thoughts. So ultimately, it's in God's hands. But sometimes it just feels like maybe this was His will.
Okay. And what have you learned from others on the same mission to free a loved one?
Oh, wow. Well, recently, very recently, I see people that are on the same journey and their loved ones are coming home. That's crazy to me. Like the situation always seems so bleak because you weren't seeing the results. But I'm seeing people. I just heard of two people. There was Ro Clausen. I'm part of her Strong Prison Wives group. And her husband had like 213 years. Like that's unbelievable. And he's home. Like they doing workout sessions together. Then there's another one, Fit Prison Wife. Like it's another community that she's in, and she just happened to have her child was in a martial arts class with a lawyer, and now her husband's home. Like, come on now, that means that there is hope. If they found hope, there is hope for us. We just need that one person to listen. That's it.
Okay. Do you have any encouraging words for those incarcerated and the loved ones of those incarcerated?
For the people incarcerated, just know that you are human. I don't care how they try to break you down and make you feel like you are less than. You are not less than. You are not the sum total of what you may or may not have done. Because some people have done things, but that does not define your full entire life. Like these are things like in this case, we're kids. There are kids that are in prison for the rest of their lives. That's not really fair. Like, and for the people on the outside, please support the people on the inside because they are human. Like, if it was us, flip it the other way, and we had nobody to turn to, how would you feel? Like, you got to be there for them. Like, there's so many things that they cannot do on their own, and they need us to be there for them.
Okay. And I thank you for your time, your energy, and your encouraging words. That conducts our interview.
All right, love you.
Love you more.
It's a Cadillac.
It's about to cut off. Can I place my order now?
Place your order well.
I'm about to go get Italian beef for my dad's birthday. So give me about 10 minutes because this lady keep messing up my order.
I'm gonna jump in the shower. You ain't got to go to work today, right?
No, I'm not feeling too good.
So I'm gonna jump in. Okay, question. Did you see how professional I sound without sounding like someone else? Did I not sound like me?
Martella, I sound like me too.
We're not talking about you. We're talking about me.
What point?
I sound like me.
All right, love you, man.
Yes or no?
It's your girl Cadillac.